Monte Carlo simulation for correlated stock prices. This video introduces the simulation of correlated stock price using Python. Understanding correlated stock price movement is crucial for portfolio management, risk assessment, and financial modeling, and other applications. This video provides a step-by-step guide to simulate this correlation, supporting the theoretical concept with example. Simulation of correlated stock price. Suppose that the process followed by two stocks, S1 and S2, are given by this stochastic differential equation, which is geometric Brownian notion. Here ds1 is given by this one, mu1 s1 times dt, sigma 1 s1 times dw1, and ds2 is given by mu2 s2 dt plus sigma 2 s2 dw2. Here w1 and w2 represent Brownian motion or Rayleigh process, the standard Brownian motion. So the discrete form of this equation can be given as follow: delta S1 is equal to this, and delta S2 is also given by this one. Here the variable epsilon 1 and epsilon 2 are random samples from standard normal distribution. Remember that we did this for a single stock price process using Monte Carlo simulation. We already did in previous video. Let's rho be the correlation of this process S1 and S2. Then to sample standard normal variable epsilon 1 and epsilon 2 with correlation rho, we can use the Cholesky decomposition method, which is given as follow: epsilon 1 is equal to u and epsilon 2 is equal to rho times u plus the square root of 1 minus rho square times v, where the two variables u and v are sampled as uncorrelated variable with standard normal distribution. So I encourage you to read in detail about Cholesky decomposition method, which is very important to transform uncorrelated variables into correlated variables. Now we start the simulation. First, we import the required package. So the first package is NumPy, and the second package is matplotlib.pyplot as plt for plotting purpose. Now for this purpose, we build or we write a Python function which we call it two stocks. These two stocks take the following inputs that we are going to explain it. Here S01 stand for the initial price of the stock, S02 stand for the initial price of the second stock, mu1 is the expected rate of return for the first stock, mu2 is the expected rate of return for the second stock, sigma 1 volatility for the first, sigma 2 volatility for the second, rho is a correlation, capital T is the time to maturity, you can say, and n is the number of steps, and nsim stands for the number of simulation we are going to take. So let us write the description of this function. So this is a function. Now divide the interval 0 to capital T into equal n subintervals. That means T is equal to np dot linspace of 0, capital T, and n, comma capital N. Then this is the time step, and dt is the time step which is given. Next, create a matrix of size n by n. So S1 is equal to NP zeros of size n by n number of simulation, and S2 is with the same size. Then the next one, assign the first row to be the initial price for all possible simulation. That means S10 is at 0 is equal to like this one. So to be consistent, we can assign a random number, NP, a random seed of, let's say, 100 or just 42. Then apply a for loop. So for I in range of 0 to n minus 1, then sample u and v from independent standard normal distribution. U is equal to NP random sample, and v is equal to NP random normal with mu expectation 0 and variance 1, and n sim implies the number of simulations that we want. So the Cholesky decomposition is, as we discussed in previous, we can start in this way. E1, epsilon 1, E1 is equals to U, and E2 is equal to rho plus NP square root of this one. Then calculate the change in price for both stock. So DS1 is equal to mu1 or S1I mu1 dt. We can make this in common, multiply by mu1 dt plus sigma 1, this is common, epsilon 1 times NP square root of dt is the simulation for the first stock. Similarly, for the second stock, it is given by this one. Update the new price. That means S1 I1 plus 1 is equal to this, and S2 is equal to this one. So for this, I think we have to import also the pandas data frame. Import pandas data frame as PD. So we have the first pass equal to PD data frame S1 with index equal to T, and the second passes, possible pass for the second stock price is given by this one. So our output will be pass 1 and pass 2. Passes 1 and passes 2. So this is a function we are going to use for the simulation. Now let us consider example. The initial price for the first stock is equal to 30, and the expected return for this one, just this is for the purpose of demonstration. Volatility is also equal to, let's say, 25%. And for the second stock, stock 2, we have the following parameter. Let's say S, the initial price is, say, 40. Mu2 is equal to 50%, and sigma 2 is equal to 30%. Assume the correlations of we will see possible correlations for the purpose of simulation. Rows will see at least 4 different correlations. For example, negatively correlated stocks, positively correlated stocks, but very small correlation, highly correlated stock, and very highly correlated stocks. We'll try to see. That means we try with the first stock with this parameter, the second stock with these parameters, and we'll try to simulate the Monte Carlo simulation for different possible correlations. So here t is equal to 1 and n is equal to 252 number of time step. N number of simulation is equal to, let's start from just 1, and we are going to plot in figure. Okay, in figure. So figure, create a figure axis, plt dot subplot of 2 by 2, and let us fix the fixed size, the figure size. Let's say 10 by 8. So apply for loop to pick the different correlations for row in, okay, for row and axis in, that means we take in pairs from rows and axis for plotting, right? So now call the function. Okay, we call the above function and we take the outputs as follow. So call the function 2 stocks here with these given parameters. Then we'll try to plot on different axes at each step. Right, so since I already write this one, let me write by copy paste, correct the indentation here. So here we plot the mean, okay, the mean of the simulations. Okay, we take the number of simulation here, then we take the average. Of course, here there's only one. We can change into different number of simulation and check the result. So the legend is the first stock and the second stock with a row is as a title, and the axis limit is from 0 to capital T, grid is on, then display the plots. We have to run this first. We have to run the pandas here also. So as you can see the result here, there are 4 different plots for different correlation. The first correlation is negative, and as you can see the price movement is follow opposite direction. That means when the first stock increase, the second stock decrease, and so on. For the second stock, row is 0.25 there is small relation, as you can see from the plot, and the third one with rho is equal to 0.75. So the two prices move in the same direction, and this can be significantly observed in the fourth stock price plot. That means stock 1 and the stock 2 exactly follow the same direction. That means when stock 1 increase, stock 2 also increase. When stock 2 decrease, sorry, the stock 1 also decreases. So this is what we have from the simulation. If we increase the number of simulation from from 1 to, let's say, 100, so this will be what we have in average. So the plot will be the average, right? So this is, or if you take 5, that means 5 possible simulation. So what we have is here, it is a plot of the average of the simulation for each stock 1 and the stock 2. We can see similar effect.